Hi, I'm Nathan. This week's Science and Tech News. Not all wars are fought online, which is why the Department of Defense is creating hover bikes for the military. This isn't some high-tech concept model that only exists on a piece of paper either. The Malloy Aeronautics Company has created a fully functional hover bike, and after a successful crowdfunding campaign on Kickstarter, they struck a deal with the USA's Army. The bikes are lifted in the air by propellers and can zip along the ground like the speeders in Return of the Jedi.
Hey, wait!
Fortunately, no Ewoks were harmed in the making of this gadget. The reason it's perfect for the military is the hover bike offers a cost-effective alternative to helicopters. It can be maneuvered easily in tight spaces and can be piloted remotely without a human on board if need be. It will most likely be used for cargo delivery and search and rescue. Back to the Future fans are still waiting on Mattel to roll out their hoverboards.
He's on a hoverboard!
What's cooler than hover bikes? Biologically immortal plants and animals that aren't fazed by old age. While these incredible species can still technically die from disease, predators, or environmental changes, they don't seem to age at all. Take the bristlecone pine, for example. Some of them started growing 5,000 years ago. While they do appear old and gnarled on the outside, their cells don't have massive mutations associated with age and actually resemble youthful ones. That's because they have special meristems with populations of stem cells that can generate new growth. So, what about an immortal animal? Well, colonial corals can last over 4,000 years, and an ocean quahog named Ming, the mollusk, was 507 years old when biologists dredged it out from the waters near Iceland's coast. Then there's a creepy jellyfish cousin called the green hydra, named after the mythical multi-headed Greek beast because of its tentacles. Small critters usually don't live very long, but when a biologist kept one in his lab for 4 years, it looked as young as the day he first brought it in. While a hydra usually dies from disease, scientists wonder how long it can live in a disease-free environment like a lab. Some speculate it might last upward of 10,000 years. Can I get a Hail Hydra? Speaking of Captain America, have you ever wished you could fly through the air like Superman or heal wounds and injuries like Wolverine? Well, modern scientists are starting to make superpowers possible, thanks to advances in bionics and engineering. Take exoskeletons, for example. Suiting up in one of these machines can make you feel Hulktastic, since high-tech fibers from companies like Lockheed Martin offer extra strength. They've made exoskeletons that can allow users to lift 44 pounds of weight without muscle strain. Next-gen versions will allow you to carry 5 times the weight. More interested in turning invisible like Harry Potter? Well, special metamaterials are being developed that can bend light and shadow to make you invisible to the naked eye, as well as sonar and radar scanners. Duke University scientists, for example, have created an invisibility cloak that makes small objects seem to vanish, while Nanyang Technology University researchers have successfully hidden a cat and a goldfish with fancy devices. Most of these modern cloaks only work if you're looking at the object from a specific direction, but futuristic metamaterials will be able to do wacky things like project images from thousands of mini cameras to make you appear see-through. For those of you wanting to blast through the skies like Iron Man, check out the latest Martin Jetpack. This incredible gadget can take you up to heights of nearly 3,300 feet and rocket through the skies at 45 miles per hour. Talk about skipping the school bus and never being late for class again. If you have a rough landing, don't worry, because computer chip implants will be able to enhance your body's healing. Wearables like Apple Watch are already able to monitor your health, so the next step will be programming teensy-weensy microchips to travel through your body to help close up wounds. The USA's military is already designing brain implants to fix damage from war injuries by stimulating cells and treating them. Maybe scientists should start creating a super shield for Earth, because the sun was blasting us with a solar storm of charged particles recently. The sun and other stars often have an aura of plasma called the corona, which is Latin for crown, and it reaches millions of kilometers into space. Sometimes flashes of electromagnetic waves explode from solar flares near an active sunspot, kind of like a fiery space volcano. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says that this recent storm was very huge on the space weather scale. Yes, that's a thing. Fortunately, the Earth has a magnetic field surrounding it, called the magnetosphere, which isn't to be confused with Professor X's archenemy. Still, such storms can cause spacecraft and satellite glitches. Mostly, though, it just resulted in some early 4th of July fireworks by blasting the skies with auroral displays like the Aurora Borealis.